Looking there. Cool. Welcome to the Quantum Leap podcast, where we talk about fitness, entrepreneurship, business, and self-development as a whole. Today, we're here with a very special guest, Vincent Fischer. What's up, brother?
Yes, sir. What's going on, my brother?
Happy to have you on. For the people who've been living under a rock, tell them, who are you? Tell them about Vincent Fischer.
Okay, so if you don't know me, my name's Vincent Fischer. I've been in the online coaching space for about 3 years now. And in under 3 years, I went from a high school dropout to building a 7-figure online coaching business. So that's a quick little rundown of my story.
And you went from fitness into consulting, and now you're helping online coaches scale.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, so let's start strong, bro. What would you say is the biggest lie that people believe about getting rich as an online coach? What's the biggest lie in the industry?
I think the biggest lie is that you have to have a huge following. A lot of people think, man, I need 200,000 followers because you guys have followers. But if you sell high ticket coaching, which is what I always do, you don't need a big following, you need a connection with your following. So I started with low ticket personally. I started with like $20, $50 programs. I had the same mental belief. I was like, I'm not like these big guys, I can't make money. And I had a mentor teach me about high ticket coaching. I'm like, wait, somebody will pay you like $1,000 for coaching? And with the right systems, yes. So sales, systems, high ticket coaching, the formula to 10,000 a month is 5 people, 2K. 10 people, 1K. A lot of people just overcomplicate it and have mental roadblocks.
Well, what would you say to the guy who's wanting to get into coaching? He's fit, he's a gym bro, he wants to get into it, but he's like, I got 800 followers, I have 200 followers. Yeah. Who's gonna pay me $2,000? Like if he has all these limiting beliefs, what would you say to that guy?
I'd say the whole goal is to understand how many people 800 people is. A lot of people see that number and it looks small, but if you took 800 people in a room, I mean, that'd fill this whole place out. I don't know if it would fit. So I've had guys with like 300 followers, bro, make 5,000 their first week. Just because it's not a people game. There's 2 ways to make money. You can find more people or you can raise your prices. And raising your prices is typically the easier option. So I'd tell that guy, with those 800 people, your goal is to get as close to them as possible. Give them as much value as possible. Befriend them. Like I'm just connecting with so many people in my DMs. Like there's people that I've been texting for 2 years before they convert. So think of it like planting seeds as well. Not everybody's gonna convert the first time you advertise, you know what I mean? But if you keep the relationship going, there's a lot of money in 800 people. That's what I tell that person.
So just consistently putting out content and providing value and not trying to be like, I need money today. Like, yeah, just give value and eventually it'll come back. People reach out.
Yeah, to go off of that saying, like, I need money. Most people are trying to get rich and they think selfishly. I need money, I need this, I need that. The amount of money that you make will always be in direct correlation to the service you provide. So when I wake up, I always think, what value can I give these people that'll change their lives before they buy from me, like I was saying. So yeah, I give free value on mindset, self-development. If you're an online coach, you have to sell them on the journey. Like a lot of people are trying to sell technicals. Here's why I'm the best coach, macros and this, that. Bro, if they're not sold on working out and self-developing in the first place, they don't care about macros.
They won't even pay attention to the macros, right?
So I know Alex Hormozy says it. Don't sell the flight, sell the vacation. Don't sell the checkout lines, getting your baggage and all that stuff. Sell Maui, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's my best advice.
Sell the flight. I mean, sell the vacation, absolutely. And the way I kind of look at it is there's different levels to the benefits and also to the pain points. So like example, benefit, lose fat. No one gives a fuck, everyone's saying that. Then there's one layer below that, get a lean face. You say that's more specific. People hear that. What's one level before, like under that? It's feeling sexy as fuck when you look in the mirror. And below that, just going to the beach, feeling confident, being ripped, girls are looking at you. So there's different ways to talk about the benefits and the pain points. Would you say that's what you should attack in the content?
Bro, 100%. Your 2 greatest weapons are pain and pleasure / desired outcome. So you have to know your dream customer first. Like you were saying, you can say, hey, lose fat. But like one thing I always did, especially when I was only fitness or anything, if you have an offer in general, you have to know your dream customer. So for me, it was always that skinny kid, you know, like late teens, early 20s. And I know that dude. I'm telling this dude things that he wouldn't normally hear. I'm like, bro, I know people are measuring your wrist with their pinky in school. He's like, what, is Vince talking to me? Because usually your dream customer is going to be your past self. So if you can market to that person on a deeper level than everyone else who's general, you become irreplaceable. By the time you tell them your high ticket price on the call, they've watched so much of your content, they relate to you so well that they're like, where else can I go? I don't want to go to just the jack dude, even if a dude's more jacked than you, but he helps old ladies, young people, everybody. And you're that dude that knows that person to the detail, where his mind's at, what his pain points are, what his desires are, then you can sell to that client. Yeah.
The more you resonate with the person, the more likely they're gonna want to buy your shit. Exactly.
100%.
Like you talk directly to the person, he's gonna be addicted to your content. Like he opens Instagram. There's guys who do it with me, guys who do it with you. Like they see the story, like me or you, they click it right away because they're like addicted. That's what happens when you actually, like you said, talk about the specific pain points. And it's so fucking easy. I don't understand why most of you guys don't get it. Talk about the old version of yourself. If you were skinny fat, talk about how your clothes don't fit. Or they didn't fit before. You were tugging on your shirt if you're a fat guy. Like I used to talk, because I used to be fat, and I would talk about how I would be like tugging on my shirt, and I would be sitting in class in high school thinking like, can people see my gut or my fucking tits sticking out? If you tell that to a fat dude who's living in that, their fucking brain explodes. They they need you, bro. They need you. No one's talking about that, because that guy whose tits are sticking out and he's like insecure as fuck and his gut's all tight, he's too scared to talk about that.
Yeah, 100%, bro. And to add to that, I feel like the greatest combination is the pain mixed with some type of urgency too. Like you have to change now, bro. Like this is the time to change. Like everybody's getting more and more obese. The competition is at an all-time low. If you can self-improve now, then like you have the greatest shot. Boom, they buy, done. Like it has to be like the train is leaving, get in now. Like get on my coaching program, let me transform your life. Because if you just say like, you know, you're out of shape, you have to change, the pain will stab them. But how I notice I've converted a lot of people, and I do all organic, is just having that urgency and scarcity. You know what I mean? That's like the turning point. So yeah, that's
that
what I
dark triad psychology on them.
100%. And if it's real too, if you're actually like, hey, listen, like we've capped out on people we're coaching, after this prices are going up. So like get in right now. And I feel like also I do organic, right? So like the less you care, it's weird. The less that you care and the more firm you are on your self-image and principles, the more people come to you. A lot of people are advertising coaching, they sound a little bit desperate. Bro, if you want to get in shape, please hit me up. I'm just like, bro, if you want to get in shape, DM me, don't waste my time, shoot me a DM fast, we'll get to the point, we'll book a call, I'll get you started. And for some reason that draws people to you, they're like, oh shit, if they can sense this dude doesn't even need my money, this dude doesn't need to help me. If somebody's like, well, why would I book a call with you? I'm like, bro, don't book the call. Like, I don't want you to book a call if you're not serious. I only want to work with people who are serious. So if you can pull back and like have that middle ground of, I don't need you, I want to help you, then you're going to get way more clients as well. That's a gem I'd add.
Yeah, 100%. And that's the prize frame.
Yeah.
If you're needy, if you're like, guys, please hit me up. You know, I'm looking for clients. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah.
You need to be the guy who is on the top frame. Like you need me to get in amazing shape. I don't need you. That's how I enter my sales calls. I think, brother, you need my solution. Like I could help change your life. If we leave the call, you're gonna be stuck in your situation. I'll be fine. I don't need the money. And that's that's the mindset you need to enter with sales and marketing, right?
Yeah. It's a mixture of that and showing you care too. So that's a difficult line because you have to care about them and they have to know, okay, like this dude wants my best interest. But when it gets to disrespectful when they cross the line, that's when you pull back a little bit. So one thing, like Andy Elliott told me, he watched a lot of my content. I fly out to Arizona. He's like, dude, it looks like you're a killer. And he's like, Vince, you have to care more, bro. He's like, you're being controversial. You're kind of laid back, which is good. But whoever cares more wins. And whoever's more convinced wins. And that's a competition with other coaches and your client. If you're more convinced they have to get in shape than they're convinced they can just be a fat motherfucker their whole life, then you're going to win that altercation. So a lot of people just let people slide because there's not enough conviction. I was telling one of my clients yesterday, I'm like, bro, like I hear you talking about self-development, but bro, you don't really believe it, bro. I'm not seeing veins in your neck when you're talking. I'm not seeing like that wolf in your eyes. You know what I mean? I'm like, bro, like get serious. Like, believe it, be sold. You have to sell yourself first to sell anything. So that's a big principle too. Yeah, and even Hormozi says this, when you're on the sales call, it's literally whoever believes themselves more will get the sale. It's either you believe you could help them get in amazing shape or whatever service or product you're offering, you know it's gonna help them. If you believe that more than they have doubt, they're gonna buy. If they convince you
of all their bullshit excuses. They don't have the time, they can't find the funds, this, that. They'll walk off the call and they sold you and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if I gave you a Lamborghini that's worth 300K and I said it's 10K and you have no money, you'll find a way.
Yeah.
That's how I look at every sales call. So I don't believe in any of the excuses. If the person is in enough pain and wants it, he'll find a way to do it.
Yeah. And one thing I've noticed too, like going on the topic of sales calls, some of the best sales dudes I've noticed, they're very serious and they have like a firm energy, but they joke around a lot. So like for the online coaches here that are like taking sales calls, they're not going well, you're nervous, you're stuttering, stop taking that shit so serious too. If I'm on a call with somebody too damn long and I already told them the price, like I'll start cracking jokes. I'm like, bro, are you right-handed or left-handed? Left-handed, bro, take your left hand, grab your balls and make the payment, bro. Like, let's transform your life. I'm cracking jokes and shit because if you can get them to laugh and like you, then that's everything. Like making money, online coaching, like life in general, treat this shit like a game, bro. Stop taking it serious. Like when I do crazy ass shit, I just bought a fucking Lamborghini SVJ yesterday. And when I do crazy shit like that, I'm like, this shit's a fucking video game. Like money comes and goes, but I'm never gonna be young ripping a fucking damn near $1 million car again. You know, so like think about it like that. Like think about it like a game. That's what the most successful people do.
Don't take life too seriously. Because at the end of the day, like the most amazing thing about being a man is you can create your own reality. You want to be a fighter, go be a fighter. You want to be an artist, go be an artist. You want to get rich and buy an SVJ, go do that. You want to get ripped, whatever you want. You just need to be able to put in the work and put in the effort necessary.
Yeah.
And just enjoy the ride.
Yeah, bro, one thing I love, I was watching your story. It was like a week, 2 weeks ago. Like, bro, I just got a damn haircut. I just made $12,000 like the last day or two. Like everything's going great right now. I moved to Miami. I'm like, bro, that's the shit that I like to see, bro. Like it's a game and you're winning. You know what I mean? Like most people have like analysis paralysis where like everything has to be perfect. Like if I don't know everything to the detail, I'm not going to get started. There's a video of, I think it's Mark Zuckerberg. He's like, bro, do you think I knew how to build all this stuff when I started, or you think I just started and figured it out as I went? That's how you got to walk through life. Okay, I don't know everything right now. Even the most successful people, they don't know everything. But you just get started, and your whole goal is improvement, not perfection. You know what I mean?
100%. The path illuminates as you walk it. So you need to just start and have faith in yourself. And most people don't have that. They don't believe in themselves. You just need to start and know shit's gonna work out.
Yeah.
That's how you enter every single endeavor. And don't be afraid of failure, because failure is a stepping stone to success. It's like when you were a fucking baby and you only knew how to crawl. If you fell down, you failed, and you just stopped trying to walk, your ass would be crawling at 25. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Baby, you had the courage to fail and keep on going. So why can't you do that with online coaching or getting ripped or any other endeavor in life you want to pursue? It's like this bullshit cloud of fear is in front of people and they're stuck. Analysis paralysis. I don't know what to do. Just move. Just move.
Yeah, you know what it is, bro? It's most people are on defense. You know what I mean? And I come from a middle-class family, so it's very defensive. It's, oh, don't make any mistakes. Like, don't fail. That's what they teach you in school. They say in school you study, then you have the test. In life, you're tested, and then you study. So it's like your goal isn't defense and being afraid to fail. Your goal is complete offense. And you shouldn't fear failure. You should fail, get back up, fail, get back up, fail, get back up. That's the only way that you get stronger. You know what I mean? So like all these trials and tribulations, bro, I'll have some crazy shit happen. Payment processor, 200,000 gets frozen. I'll start laughing. I'll laugh because I'm like, I know this is a sign from God or the universe to make me a stronger man. So like, people say back on what you said about faith, they'll say, yeah, I believe in God, like I'm grateful and this is that, I have faith, but they don't fucking believe in themselves. Like that's a contradicting statement. You say you believe in God and you don't walk with faith and you're thinking about worst case scenario and failure. That's a lie. You know what I mean? So like when people understand that obviously the Bible was written a very long time ago, but if you translate it to modern day text, these people don't really live the scriptures they preach they live. You know what I mean? Like I was really like baptized and raised Christian. Now I'm not the most religious person now. I'd be lying if I said I studied everything to the detail. But a lot of these religious books, bro, they have all the principles to success, having great relationships, health, mindset, everything, bro. So like if you want to become successful with online coaching, just become successful in self-development and life in general and following universal principles. That's what they have to understand, bro.
Damn, I'm a little disappointed, bro. I thought you were a man of God, you know, following.
Bro, like I try to be a man of God as best as possible. I don't promote OnlyFans. I don't promote sports betting. I don't promote trading. All I promote is self-improvement. That's what people have misunderstood with us. So they'll see a lot of online gurus and say, oh, scam, this, that, and we'll automatically be placed in that category of, oh, this dude's just this, that. Bro, like, we don't do any of that shit, bro. We preach self-improvement. That's probably like the most authentic thing that you can do. And people don't get that. Like, the world needs leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to say that you shouldn't be rewarded for leading people and have some type of financial benefit if you're making people's lives better, bro, that's ridiculous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you promote literally make money, get in shape, be a top level man. That's what you promote, and you make a lot of money doing it. But the thing is, the people who are always, hate never comes from above. The people below you are always gonna try to shit on you.
Yeah.
Like the fat rich guy, as an example, will see another dude, and if he's fit, the first thing he's gonna think, subconsciously, consciously, it doesn't matter. He's thinking, fuck that guy, I have more money than him. Like, he's just trying, people just try to hate on the things they gave up on than things they don't have.
Yeah.
So that's why I think people like you especially get a lot of hate, because they see you in the Lambo, they see you in the Ferrari, the Rolls Royce, all that shit. They're like, something's off, like, fuck this guy. It's because they're losing. They have nothing going on. They're sitting in the basement, they're smoking weed, they're comfortable, and they have nothing better to do than hate on you.
Yeah. I saw a quote on a reel, I think it was yesterday, and it said, you haven't won yet because you can't clap for others. So something I always did, even when I was at the bus stop, bro, my $1 for the bus, I'm sitting there next to smelly homeless people. Bro, I've never been a hater, bro. I really haven't. I just never did. When I saw a successful person, I was just curious. I was like, wow, how is this dude successful, bro? Like, but these people that are at the bottom and hating on people above them, they're hating because there's no self-belief. They think you're showing them something they can't have. And I try to always say, like, this isn't to flex on you. This is to show you what's possible. But like we were saying, bro, there's just certain vibrations, Quantum Leap Podcast, there's certain vibrations to life where that people don't understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the best thing I'd say with that.
Yeah, and about the Quantum Leap Podcast, that was, half of it was kind of inspired from the book that you recommended me, U Squared. Yeah, by what was his name? Pritchett?
It was I'm not sure the exact name. I first heard about it from Bob Proctor.
Bob Proctor, the OG. Yeah. Yeah, but it was inspired by that, like Quantum Leap. And literally the whole premise of that book is stop trying to do little incremental shifts. The only way for monumental growth is to engage in radically new behaviors, which means taking risks, doing things you've never done before, encountering problems you've never encountered.
Yeah.
So if you're a dude working a 9-to-5 as an example, a quantum leap would be you trying to become an entrepreneur. You don't know how to run a business. You don't know how to set up a website. You don't know how to post content. You don't know how to do any of these things. And that's a quantum leap, because if you dive into it and you get rid of the analysis paralysis, how is this going to work? Fuck all that. Dive into it and just be prepared to solve problems you've never solved. Solve them. Don't give up. The quantum leap is you becoming a successful online coach, moving to Miami, having a Lamborghini, making 30, 40,000 a month or more, whatever your goals are, right?
Yeah, 100%, bro. To go off of that, I think the main problem with most people is they believe they have the world figured out while getting no results. Like that's not a combination that works.
The best type of person, right?
So they're like, oh, I already know this stuff already. I know. You can know something but not understand it. A lot of people think they know something. Like they'll take my clips from podcasts and masterminds, and they'll take a 10-second clip and say, this dude's contradicting himself, and they'll have cracks in their ceiling and shit. I'm like, bro, you may think you know this already. You don't understand it, though. The problem is you're trying to make a mockery out of something. But if you can drop your ego and learn, and like you said, radically change, because you can't do the same shit and expect different results. I say this shit all the time. Everybody's trying to do the same thing and get a different result. Albert Einstein labeled that the definition of insanity. So that was one of the things that actually inspired me to do my first mastermind, like the Quantum Leap Podcast. I was like, I want big results, so I'm gonna do something I've never done. That's what I advise everybody to do.
And the thing about doing things you've never done, you starting the mastermind, me doing the podcast, initially, the initial thought we have is, I don't know how to do this. How is this gonna work out? I don't know anything about the process. But the thing is, it's just about removing fear, disregard doubt, and just take a step forward. And the next step will reveal itself. So you probably went into the mastermind, your first one, you didn't know how it was going to turn out. You didn't know if everybody was going to like fucking turn on you and shit. Like whatever absurd thing could have happened. But you went into it with conviction, with the belief it's going to work, and you made it work. And it was a fire mastermind.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm starting this Quantum Leap podcast. Yeah. We're on episode 2 and we're fucking making bangers. So that's what it's about. We just got to keep moving forward. Just remove doubt from your mind, because we're humans, we're all wired the same, so we're all gonna get the initial thought, this isn't gonna work, how am I gonna do this, what if this, blah 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 blah. We're gonna get the initial fear and doubt, but what separates the winners from the losers is they just remove it. They control their own mind. It's just discipline of your mental process.
Yeah. You want to know a weird twist? I don't think they should remove fear and doubt. I think they should change their fears and doubts. So most people fear failure. I feared missing out on the life I always dreamed of. Most people doubt what they can do. I chose to doubt my limits. And that's actually a quote from U Squared. So when you think about that mindset shift, so many people sleep on mindset. Mindset, this, that, and that's overrated. But the mindset's everything, bro. And one thing I studied from Bob Proctor is like, it's 95% mindset, 5% strategy. So same thing with you making this podcast. You're going into this not thinking about no worst case. I wasn't going into the mastermind thinking everybody may turn on me. It may have crossed my mind for a second. But bro, I've made a reel, and I said, our doubts are traitors that make us lose the good we might often win by fearing to attempt. So a lot of people have doubts in their mind and they think that's them. Bro, those are demons. Those are the devil. And you have to cast those away and have a strong enough mentality to consciously reject them and replace them with positive ones. So everybody has negative shit that enters their life. Then you go, let me not think about that. Let me think about best case, you know? So glass half empty, glass half full stuff.
Mental discipline. How would what advice would you have for somebody who has that fear, has that doubt, and it just consumes them and they're always stuck, they're not moving, they're not taking any steps forward? What would you say to that guy? What can he do? What are actionable steps? What are practical things that guy can do?
Okay, so if somebody's in like a shadow of doubt, like paralyzed, can't move, it's funny because, bro, I don't even know if I relate to that question. So I know some people have doubts and they're afraid of attempting something, but it's just about the weight of each plate pretty much. Like they're afraid of failure, but like I said, they're not afraid of missing out on the life they dreamed of. So like you have to hate your current situation. That's the number one thing I'd say. Like if you want to change right now and you're stuck in a shadow of doubt, it's because you're comfortable. One of my guys, Flint, 17 years old, he said this. He's like, when you're hungry, you don't procrastinate to eat. You know what I mean? Like, so most people just aren't hungry. They think they're hungry and like, oh, I'm in a shadow of doubt and I'm in my room, you know, jacking off. Bro, it's like you want to be there. Everybody is where they want to be, whether they want to admit it or not. It's just a fact of life. So when I see somebody in a shadow of doubt, I think I love that person. I'll try to help that person, but to some degree, they want to be there, you know?
So it's really about changing your relationship with pain.
Yeah.
Instead of thinking, taking the risk or going after this life, that's painful because I don't know this and this and this and this could happen. You just think about, well, the thing I'm avoiding, taking the risk, doing this thing, let's zoom out. Let's say I just keep doing what I'm currently doing. I'm working a 9 to 5, skipping the gym, whatever the thing is. If you zoom out, you work a 9 to 5 for 10 years, you're gonna be 35, making $20 an hour. Maybe they'll raise the minimum wage, it'll be 21. Who knows? Maybe they'll make 21 an hour. But they'll hate their life. They'll be stuck working this job. They'll come home. They have to answer to some boss to get 10 days off per year because they never took the risk. So when you look at it, when you zoom out, what's more painful? Living that life or going all in and maybe spending a few months trying to do something that you're not fully aware of?
Yeah. There's a quote, most people are so damn lazy that they'll do the same thing over and over again and repeat the same week their entire lives instead of thinking of an escape. You know what I mean? I feel like that's most people because I had a job for 3 days, bro. I had a job for 3 days, right? I used to do like reselling, drop shipping. I figured to be successful, you get a job. Like I said, that's just everything that was around me. I was like, oh, if I get a job, I'm successful. I get a job at this pizza place, bro, and they're short-staffed, and they have me bussing tables. They have me washing dishes. I'm leaving to walk to the bus, and I'm soaked in cold water. And I was like, I really do think I'd rather be homeless than this shit. You know what I mean? And I just quit. So it becomes a standard of living too. It's like, what are you willing to accept? You don't get what you want in life. You get what you're willing to accept. So I didn't want, like we were saying, like Lambos, Rolls Royces, penthouse, model girlfriend. Bro, I had to have that shit. Like nothing less. And there's things I want, but that's my minimum standard that I operate at. So like wherever anyone is in life, whatever level, the top, the bottom, that's their minimum standard of life. So if you can get that standard as high as possible, you're gonna create the life that you want. You know, like I won't accept anything less than this. That's self-image. Self-image is like a thermostat. Kind of like in this room, let's say it's 75 degrees. If it goes below 75, the thermostat's gonna bring it up. If it goes above, it's gonna bring it back down. So think of your self-image like that. But that's everything, bro. And I think it goes back to like, I saw you had the haircut video, like I'll get lineups every now and then. Like I'll go to nice dinners sometimes. I'll buy nice cars and be, why are you doing that? You shouldn't do that, this, that. Bro, we have different self-images. You know what I mean? Like this is stuff that helps me operate and bring my best self to the world. Like I always say, you gotta, if you look good, you'll feel good. You feel good, you'll perform better. You perform better, the more money you make, the better you do. You know, so like self-image, biggest thing.
You just gotta want success like you want to breathe.
Yeah.
You need to get pissed off if you don't like where you're currently at, you know?
Uh-huh.
So what would you say to the guy who's comfortable? He's sitting there, he's in his 9 to 5, he makes $25 an hour. He's in okay shape. He's not super ripped, you know, nothing crazy. Mm-hmm. He's doing okay. He's comfortable. He's smoking pot. He's numbing himself.
Yeah.
What would you say to that guy?
I'm gonna be honest with that guy. So to the dude that's comfortable, that's chilling, decent physique, like smoking weed, you're afraid of failure, but you're already failing, bro. Your mother's not retired. You're not driving your dream cars. You're not living where you want to live. You're already failing. Once you understand that and you understand where you're at on the scoreboard, that's what makes you uncomfortable. I could sit here and call you a failure because I care about you. Everybody else gonna lie to you. Yeah, bro, you can smoke weed and it's cool to like, you know, like be in the middle of jacked, but you got tummy fat. Nah, bro, like get in the best fucking shape. Have the nicest shit. Like it should be selfless too, like I was saying. Like a lot of what I do isn't even for me. I think the best thing I did was retire my mom, bro, because now I'm coming into the whole field of like, this shit ain't about me. Like I can play about me, I can chill about me, and I don't care. I can't play about my mom and my mom's bills. You know what I mean? So if somebody's coming at me, Vince, what do you think about haters and what do you think about people making fun of you? Bro, like we're talking about moms. You know what I mean? So like everybody out here, whether you're at like, bro, if you're past $20,000 a month, you should be sending your mom at least $2,000 a month and make it your responsibility. Most people say with great power comes great responsibility. With great responsibility, you create great power. When you make it your responsibility as a man to take care of everybody around you, your mom, your girlfriend, maybe family members that need help, bro, God will give you that power. You know what I mean? It's outside of you. When it's just you, you're gonna slack off and fail. When you have a team of people you feed, you have family to take care of, bro, you get a certain power that I can't explain, you know?
Yeah. When it's not a selfish thing, you literally become more powerful. You have a stronger initial motivation and need to help others. So let me ask you this. How long did it take you to actually start making enough money to be able to help others? Was it a few months, few years?
To be able to help others, I'd say like to help myself, 1-2 years. To help others, 3 years or so. Now, I didn't retire my mom. Funniest thing, I really didn't retire my mom, and I'm telling you should earlier, but I didn't retire my mom until really I hit my first 6-figure month. And I wish I would have done it before because it made me so much stronger. So like after 3 years, when I realized like if I just made $100,000 cash in 1 month, I'm always gonna be able to send my mom money. You know what I mean? So like it was 3 years, bro, 3 years. But to everybody out here who's starting from scratch, I'm gonna put a spin on that. You can start helping others now with just your word. Like some people think, oh, I don't have a great life. I don't have nice cars. I can't be successful. Bro, like I didn't start with any of this shit. You know what I mean? But I woke up every day and my whole goal was, how can I inspire people? Even when I was a loser, bro, I was like, how can I inspire people? And I had to get to a point where I looked at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I'm nothing inspirational right now. But I'm gonna do the self-improvement required to be able to inspire people. So if you have a desire to inspire, that's the #1 sign that you'll kill it as a leader, as an influencer, and in the online space, even if you haven't done any self-development. That's what I say to the people first starting out too.
Okay. And I'm just curious because I've actually heard a lot of people say, especially in this space, because it's actually pretty common, like the top dudes, they do retire their mom and their parents, and they do all these amazing things. I've always wondered, what does retiring your mom looks like?
So I'll tell you my story. I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, do you want to work? Like, do you want to work? Because my mom enjoys her job. She's a therapist. So she'll help people who are in jails and prisons and sit with them. These dudes are chained, like big chained dudes. She's on the other side of the table, like just dissecting these people and solving all their inner demons. So I was like, that's another reason I didn't retire early. I'm like, Mom, do you want to work? She's like, oh, Vincent, like, oh, I don't need another job. Like, I have my job right now. And she thought I was offering her a job. And I was like, no, like, do you want to work anymore? She's like, oh, Vincent, I'm going to think about it and get back to you. My mom was intermasculine for like 18, 19 years of my life. I saw a half girl, half man that was working 2 jobs and took care of me and my brothers. I didn't have a father figure most of my life growing up. So it was really hard for her to switch and trust me. You know what I mean? Like, so she's like, let me think about it. And this feels weird, you know, whatever. And then I started sending her money. I'll send her money every few days. I have a text from my mom right now, not even off call, probably unopened. Let me see. This is my mom right here. I don't know if the camera can see it, but it says, thank you for taking care of me. You're a great son. Just sent her a couple thousand. But that was my story. And the most beautiful thing about that is seeing my mom actually be able to be a woman and be feminine. You know what I mean? It's going to sound controversial, but I really don't think that women should be like working and, oh, I'm on my stuff and this is that, especially your mom, bro. So like, that was my story. I watched my mom go from very serious, very stressed to like, oh, Vincent, I'm coming down to Miami next month and this, that, you know? So it's a great feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. I could imagine it's an amazing feeling because like you're helping your mom out, and it's almost saddening that there are guys out there because they're comfortable. Like we said earlier, they're not willing to move and self-improve and be intentional about their life so that one day they could experience that. Because I know for me, that's also something I'm working towards. I want to be able to send my mom like 10 grand a month. And because honestly, I also came from a middle-class family. I was never like starving or nothing. My mom makes good money, like 6 figures, low 6 figures. So if I'm able to just send her that and she doesn't have to work, because she's been working like crazy, like also in her masculine for 10, 15, 20 years. If I could do that too, that's like, that's real fulfillment right there. Because this woman took care of me and I could just retire her. So I'm working towards it and I'm not allowing myself to stay comfortable. Like I notice sometimes, because it's just human shit, I've noticed once I hit 25, 30K a month, I kind of coasted for a bit. A month or two, I was like, well, I'm kind of comfortable. I don't really want to move. Like, I wasn't thinking I don't want to move, but I didn't have that dog to, you know, fucking continue and push for 40 and 45, 50 and all that. But then I caught myself. I was like, bro, there's a bigger purpose. You got to keep pushing, you know? Yeah.
And that's a normal thing, bro. Like, I made my first 10,000 with fitness programs, bro. I went to fucking Louis Vuitton. I went to Versace. I bought some robes. I went to Louis Vuitton the next day. I look at my bank account. I'm like, shit, I'm fucking back at zero. I just spent all that damn money. So like, when you first get money too, you get money, you spend it stupid as hell. You get money, you spend it less stupid. Then you get more money, you spend it less and less and less stupid. So like, that's the thing with money too. And when you first get money, you do get comfortable, bro. When I first bought my BMW i8, bro, when I was like 18, I just started slacking, bro. I was like, let me not post today. Like, I'm pretty much chilling. Let me go a little bit lighter on the workouts. And then over time, you buy more and more cars. I bought like 7 supercars now. And you get back in that routine because you realize this isn't my car. Yes, it's my car. I bought it cash, but it's not my car. It's a blessing from God. It's a tool that you're used and given to inspire. Like, you're given that tool by God to inspire other people. As soon as you think it's just yours and, oh, I get this for doing nothing, I don't have any payments on it anyway, so I'm gonna chill and relax, bro, you're gonna get humbled by God. I'm telling you, something will pop up, bro. Lawsuit, something pops up. So you have to always do your job. It's your duty, you know?
Comfort is the enemy of progress too, 100%. What would you say is, why do you think 99% of coaches struggle to actually succeed? Because most of them are the guys with 200 followers and they're posting some shit content, not getting views, they're not signing clients, even though the demand for fitness coaching is through the roof. Everyone's fat. Everyone wants to get in shape. So why do you think these guys aren't succeeding?
They don't apply the same principles in the gym they do in business. So they work out every day. Like, they train their asses off. When it comes to posting, they'll post every other day. You know what I mean? Like, they're still going to work out even if they feel like shit. But if they feel like shit, they're not going to post. You know what I mean? So, like, if you take the same discipline from self-development and apply it to business, there's no reason at all you should be successful. But they ignore those principles, bro. They just skip out on, they're like, you know. And a lot of people, you know, they're coming from jobs too and et cetera, but they're not treating social media like a job. How can you give your job like 9 to 5, and then you're not giving your side hustle 5 to 9, and expecting the same results? It's like, it's all the principles you built in the gym will help you with online coaching. That's my best answer.
Yeah, and that's actually huge. I want to touch on that because that applied to me back when I started. I was ultra disciplined. I thought I was the dog. I would run 5 miles. I would pump iron for 2 hours, 6-7 days a week. I got to insane shape. But when it came to the work, to the business work, it was so hard for me to sit there and focus and map out content and do all the work and learn and all this shit. It was hard for me. There was a resistance. But the thing that made the switch for me was exactly what you said, awareness. I remembered, well, I can go to the gym when I don't want to. And in the moment, I literally beat myself up in my head. I'm like, I don't want to go. Not fuck you, I'm going. Like, I'll do that. Why can't I do that when I sit down to work? So then I just applied it there, and then I was ready for it. When I sat down to work, I'm like, I'm ready for this shit. And then 10 minutes in, I got that block. I don't want to work. Get up, go eat food, go do this, go to the gym. Anything but work. I'm like, no, fuck you. I just applied the same principles as the gym. And then I sat there and worked for 2 hours, and my brain was blown. I actually accomplished something.
Yeah.
And then I did it again. And then I did it again. So I think that's the key to leveling up, is consistently beating the battle in your head where you lost last time. Because you win that battle, now you leveled up. Now you're better at the thing. Now you can work longer. You do it again, now you can work longer. You keep doing that, you become consistent, like you said, treat it like a job. Next thing you know, 3 months in, you blink and you're fucking making 10, 15, 20K a month.
Yeah. I want to touch too, like the people making 10, 15K a month that want to get to, like, let's say 100K a month, for example. Bro, there's that level of comfort, but like one thing you have to have is goal setting too. I know it sounds, you know, basic level knowledge. You have to have big goals, bro. Because like if these people are sitting at 5 to 10,000 a month and they're like, you know, I'm a little bit scared, but you have to have huge goals, bro. I have a goal. After I became a millionaire, I was like, my goal is to be a billionaire. And I'm like, what would billionaire Vince think? So to every online coach out there or somebody who's starting up, you have to think in the mental mind frame of the you that's already successful. If you have the same thought patterns you always had and the same action and mindset you always take, it's like you're gonna get the same fucking results. So you have to already put yourself in the shoes of the 2.0 you and think, how would that person operate? This person wouldn't hesitate to make that decision. I'm hesitating right now. And I feel like that's what it is. It's your future self arguing with the current you. So when you say like, nah, you're a bitch, go to the gym. That's the jacked you. That's the you that's already made it arguing with the bitch you. You know what I mean? So it's like a little back and forth, whether it's fitness or financial. If you're scared to make an investment, the future you's like, dog, bro, stop being a bitch, fuck it. But then you right now is like, whoa, I only know comfort and security, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like a back and forth battle, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that kind of reminds me of the quote, the old you needs to die for the new you to live. You have to kill off the old thought patterns, old habits. Everything about the current version of you needs to die. You need to stop thinking like that person and become that new person. That was a good way of actually articulating it. But yeah, it's really just about killing off your old self. And most people cling to their old self because it's comfortable. And it's scary to go to the new thing. But if you never go to the new thing, you stay stuck. You don't quantum leap.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah, exactly. Another thing too, bro, is like most people will see, I guess, ultra successful people. The only reason I'd consider myself more than successful, ultra successful, is because I'm 21. That's it. If I was 25, I'd say normal. If I was like 30, I'd say normal. I'm 21 years old and people ask, Vince, why are you still buying $1 million cars? Why are you still doing dumb shit? It's because you realize along the journey, the destination isn't the most important part. It's just improvement. You ever wonder why, like, yo, that dude's worth 100 million. He shot himself in the head. That dude's worth 150 million. He jumped off a building. Bro, if you stop improving, that's when the depression comes in. I'm sorry. But the cure to depression in any area of life, no matter what level you're at, is progression. I just want to wake up and get better. You know what I mean? Like, if my goal is just to get better and I don't have a stopping point, then how can the person with a stopping point compete? You know, because that person is getting comfortable. If you are sitting at $20,000 a month, you are comfortable, bro, your goal should be just improvement. Fall in love with that. If you could fall in love with the hardship, let's go back to same shit with the gym. You love the pump. Eventually you start to love getting a pump in the gym. At first you hate it. Then you're like, yo, this shit feels good. I'm a little bit bigger. Same shit with business. You know what I mean? You have to love the hard shit and the result's inevitable.
Yeah, it's about putting in the inputs. The guy who likes to walk will walk farther than the guy who's trying to get to the end.
Yeah.
So it's like you said, it's about putting in the inputs. It's about, hey, I want to lose 20 pounds. I don't step on the scale and get upset when I don't see the result. Yeah. It's, did I eat right? Did I hit the gym? Did I do all the things I need to do today? And that's how I actually broke through from making zero to hitting my first 15,000 a month. I just changed my mindset. That's really what it was. I just stopped thinking about, did I make 10K a month? Did I make 10K this month? I was just looking, did I work 8 hours? Did I post content? Did I meditate? Did I do all these things? If I hit my action steps, I'm good. I'm happy. I'm proud of myself. And after 3 weeks, everything's a habit.
Yeah.
You change the pathways in your brain. So after 3 weeks of looking at the inputs, the action steps I was putting in daily, I actually forgot about the goal completely and just genuinely enjoyed the process.
Yeah.
And then now you're walking because you like walking. And next thing you know, you're fucking where you want to be. You hit that goal. And I actually want to ask you, because you said you should fall in love with the journey, right? And just walk. But you also said they should have huge goals.
Yeah.
So how do you tie those two together? Should you have a massive goal that's like way outside your reach?
Yeah.
And then walk every day towards it? Or how would you frame it?
That's always been my mentality. So I have big goals, smaller goals, but you should have a massive ass goal. And in the middle of pursuing that goal, you just fall in love with the journey. That's my best advice. But yeah, like you're saying, bro, everything is uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. That's what people have to understand. So yeah, like same shit, fall in love with the journey, have a big goal, not forget about it for a little, have it in your mind, always focus on it because focus is super important. But you're just building, you know what I mean? Like I want to add to this mentality of like, you know, gym, making money, etc. You have to literally treat every single day like a new birth and every single time you go to sleep at night like a retirement. People don't take it day by day. You know what I mean? Like when I don't make money that day, I'm not saying this to be arrogant, egotistical. I decide whether I want to take my $500,000 Phantom or my $1 million SVJ. I live in a 2-story penthouse. My girlfriend pretty much gets me anything I want. But if I made $0 that day, or I made under $10,000 that day, I'm eating McDonald's like I'm broke. I'm ordering Popeyes like I'm broke. I'm not celebrating failure at all, no matter what level I'm at. And I think that's what the super successful people do. I'm only rewarding myself if I successfully hunted that day. You know what I mean? So like people let all this shit slip in their subconscious. Oh, we didn't make money. Let's go to the club. Let's go celebrate failure. Fuck that shit. Like lock in. We'll only celebrate when we have an accomplishment. The problem with most people in society is they love celebration more than actual achievement. You know?
I mean, I want to ask you about that because it's cool. When you don't make money or you don't put in the work or put in enough effort, whatever it is, you don't celebrate because you don't want to celebrate failure. Do you think you do that for subconscious reasons? So you fuck up, I don't deserve shit. You do something great, you make money, whatever it is, you reward yourself and you kind of wire your brain. Is that something you do intentionally or why do you do that, you know?
100% intentional. And I don't even know if I heard that from anyone. I don't know if I heard that from anyone. I don't know if anyone taught me that. It's something I've always done. It's like, I don't deserve celebration right now. Fuck that. But it's probably like, I'd say one of the most important rules that contributes to my success. So I see people slip up about that. Like I'll be out with somebody who's successful, right? Like let's say somebody's, 25, making $100,000 a month. I'll be texting that person, say, Vince, let's go to dinner. And I'll notice they didn't make money that day. And I'll think in my head, I'm going to smoke you with time. I love you. Like, I love you. We're both successful. You know what I mean? We're boys, but you're not going the same place I'm going. You have a stopping point. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, it's very extreme. People online are going to see that and say like, oh, you know, enjoy your life. And this is that. This is 1% advice, bro. This ain't no other 99% advice. If you really want to get results in life and win, you're going to smoke everyone with this shit, bro.
Hormozy says this too. If you want to be extraordinary, you need to do extraordinary shit. You have to do exceptional things. Like punish yourself when you don't get the result. And when you do get the result, then you get to actually celebrate. But most people, like you said, they're like the 99%. They'll go out on the weekend because not because they did anything, but it's the weekend. Societal construct, you know, it's time to go out. And they celebrate failure. And that's why they're not moving forward and they're not a part of the 1% and they're not living the life they actually want. You know?
Yeah, no, it's funny though, like when you put it into perspective, like people talk about making 10,000 a month, 20,000. I help people make 10,000 a month or more, but preferably more. But if I made 10,000 in a month, bro, my life would be fucked. I need you to understand. This goes back to like standard of living. My life would fucking collapse if I made 10,000 a month. So like, it's standards, it's living. Like my girl will come to me, she's like, oh, you know, I need to just buy this one thing. It's $500. I'm like, we made 20,000 yesterday. It's fucking the next day now. We're at zero. You know, I'm like, don't ask me for shit right now. I really say it like that. I'm like, don't ask me for shit. We did not make money today. Now, my girlfriend understands my best interest is creating a great life for both of us. So she's like, yeah, I get it. Okay, cool, I get it. But like, even for those of you guys out there that have a girl, your girl's gonna test those like beliefs and limits that you have. I'm like, nah, we had a good day yesterday. We're not doing shit now. And if that girl can stick beside you with that, bro, I feel like that's somebody you can build with. You know what I mean? Like people see my girl online and they're like, oh, she's a gold digger and this, that. Bro, like probably like 2 years ago now, 9,000 in my bank account, broke the bed, we're on a damn mattress. I'm like, we're not getting a mattress for a month. Or we're not getting a bed frame for a month. Bro, we're on the fucking mattress. Like sleeping on the fucking mattress, broken bed frame next to us, pretty small apartment. Like, bro, I don't know anyone that would stick around for that. Yeah, I'm Vincent Fischer, but like, bro, that's the reason I really do like having that woman beside me. You know what I mean? But the number one thing is ambition too. I know we're shifting over to like relationship shit a little bit, but like the most attractive thing you can have as a man in business relationships, actual relationships, is ambition and following up on what you say you're gonna do. Because there's a lot of smoke screens, there's a lot of fake shit. Some people are good talkers, but if you say you're gonna do some shit and actually deliver, bro, that's the most attractive trait. So like when I was in that apartment with the mattress broken, I'm telling my girl, yeah, we're gonna be in a penthouse one day. This is part of the journey, you know what I mean? It's boom, boom, right now we're just doing this, you know, whatever. Not right now, no dinners right now, but we're gonna be in a penthouse soon. Yeah, SVJ, yeah, I'm gonna have that car soon. Phantom, yeah, I'm gonna have that. People that have known me for like 5 years know that I've said the exact same shit. They say, Vince, how do you call out your entire life? Bro, it goes back to that quote, I know I'm the author. You know what I mean? I know I write this whole fucking story. That's how you gotta look at it, bro. But have you seen those Conor McGregor quotes where he's like, if you can have the courage to speak it, it'll happen. I love shit like that. I love shit like that, bro. It's because it's the belief that creates the effort too. That's what people don't get. People are like, well, it's not all belief, it's hard work too. If you don't genuinely believe you're gonna have that thing, you're not gonna try as hard as you normally would. Like I try with complete belief. If you're trying with halfway, like, I might do it, but I'm not really sure, your energy's showing up different. You know what I mean?
Doubt inhibits action, 100%.
Yeah, it's not on the same vibration, you know?
Yeah, bro, you dropped some fucking gems. It was a fire podcast.
Hell yeah.
For the people who don't know who you are, who just want to find you and see your content, where can they find you, man?
Yeah. You can find me at Vincent Fischer _ FISCHER on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. You'll probably see like Clipper accounts of me, Vincent Fischer Fitness, etc. But those are the main places.
Find the right one. Brother, it was awesome having you.
Hell yeah.